Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. To only went to watch the new Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's a remake from the horror classic B movie of the same name. This one, the earlier one came out around the 80s, and this one just came out this weekend and all. So I'm gonna give you my reviews and thoughts on it, on what I thought about this new remake for this film. So for this film was really different compared to the first one. This one was not so like traumatized how the original Silent Night Deadly Night was, from Billy being traumatized that Santa killed his parents and all, compared with this one. This one seems like he wasn't too traumatized of Santa killing his parents. It's more like he was just shocked, scared and stuff. But this one had the same element and just at the beginning of the film, but they changed the plot and the story for this one. So the rest of the film is a lot different compared to him from the original film, which I'm not gonna lie, I did like it, because I like when they do reboots or remakes when they have their original ideas and not try to copy and paste from the original and do, it's like, okay, let's do a moderation for this because like it's a new generation, or for the new generation to see this film, because who's gonna want to watch this classic B movie, which is not all that great and all, which the classic one was entertaining, even though I know not many people are gonna like it, because who's gonna want to watch be traumatized by a guy dressed in a Santa suit killing their parents and stuff, seeing that, and the kid growing up being traumatized with that and have that back of his mind and seeing Santa and stuff like that. But like I said, for this one was a lot different. This one, instead, like I said, he was not traumatized being Santa. The thing what they change is like, okay, so you at the beginning you see him, he's leaving his his grandpa's retirement home because he went to visit his grandpa, just like in the same film, but they changed it up. His grandpa was murdered, but he didn't know that. He was just a little boy. The parents was just trying to get his inherit and all, and then you go straight to him like when he's grown up, because you see a little bit of flashback on for the first 10-15 minutes of that. So they try not to waste it so much going back and forth, because then you know a lot. But like I said, it's a lot different, because for this one, instead, the he's like, I want to say, I don't know if this is the right word, schizophrenic, or I forgot what's the word term for it, or the word for it, for when you hearing voices in your head. So he hears voices in his head, and that voice he hears is that murderer who killed his parents in him, because like I said, for me, it seems like he was just in shock and stuff, so he probably had that mindset in him. It's like, okay, he's still stuck in me and still believes in stuff. That's what I thought at the early beginning of the film. That's like he tells him what to do, how to kill these people, this and that, and so he won't be caught and stuff. So that's what's really different stuff. And I was thinking, okay, they're gonna do something a little bit more realistic, compared to the other one being not so traumatic. And for this one, he goes like town to town, so he does stay in one place. He moves a lot. Compared from the first one, he's an orphan and stuff, and then once he's grown up, he's been living in an orphan home with this church and stuff. But like this one, he, like I said, he's like a runaway and stuff. He goes city to city, killing people and stuff. And then he meet up this one girl that he really likes so much, and then he just stay in this town for those couple 3 days. But while he's doing those murder, he has this little calendar for each day he murders a person. Each, like saying like 12 days of Christmas, but for this one's 25 days of Christmas. So each day he kills until Christmas Day, and then he doesn't stop until a year later and stuff. So that's what his like routine he does every year. He said he's been doing that for 10 years and stuff. But once he meet up this girl, his whole persona was changing. He wanted and better his life and all, do something better than just murder. He wants to have a life and all instead of just murder. But the voice inside his head, and the voice inside his head is telling him not to, because it's a bad idea. Is who's gonna want a murder and stuff and like that. So, but little by little, he tries to get very comfortable with this girl, which she was like great for him. He really had liked her and stuff. But these kills were very brutal and stuff. I wouldn't say too gory and stuff, but there were some funny stuff. Like for me, like in the trailer, so I thought it was silly that he bumps into Nazi and stuff. So he was killing people, Nazis. So, so like I said, this one's completely different compared to the original. This one, yeah, there's some parts I would say it was funny and stuff. Just for me, that Nazi part was just funny. But the kills were very brutal. He did kill people who he had feelings like the voice inside him telling he has a bad feeling for this. Because like I said, I'm not gonna try to go too far in this and try to spoil it. I'll spoil it more at the end because like for this like I said, it's completely different from compared to the original. But like I said, for him to do that, he was like killing people that he had feelings and stuff, like saying like a spider sense that he doesn't have a right feeling for this kind of person and stuff. So he goes after for these people and stuff and kill them. Um, then once he gets more like closer and closer to these people he killed, police are investigating and stuff, and they're realizing, okay, these people who were just murdered were actually bad people and stuff. So he seems like he's doing something good instead of bad. But like I said, I'll get more into the details after the video and stuff. But like I said, that's mainly my positive. The negative, like I said, there's some scenes were a bit silly, some were a bit off. More into it, like the negative stuff that I'll get into after, is like was a completely different, like I said, on from the other film and stuff. But this one was really entertaining. I did enjoy it. I really like it. It was something I didn't expect. Rohan Campbell was really amazing as playing Bill, even though I didn't like him as Halloween Ends. Like it was a lot different. So the rating for this film, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Wasn't too bad. It was really good. I feel like this is really entertaining. If you're not a big fan of watching in theaters, this one's mainly entertaining to be watching at home, streaming and stuff for the holidays and stuff or Halloween day, but mainly because it has the Christmas theme and all. But for this one, I say you could watch this in streaming and all. So I know earlier I was saying that I was gonna give you guys my spoilers for this, but instead of doing my spoilers on this channel, I'm just gonna give you my review. I'm gonna give you my spoilers when I do the original versus reboot on another video instead. So like that, I could explain more about the comparisons from the original and the new one, because there is a lot to talk about with this new one, which is something a lot different they did, which I was thinking was really a crazy idea, but I think it did kind of work for this one compared to the original. But like I said, I'm going to talk more about it on another video for this one. So today I'm just going to give you my reviews. So I'm sorry that I said I was going to give you my spoilers, but it's because there is a lot to talk about, like I said. So, but for now, it's just my review. Like I said, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's really entertaining to watch it mainly and streaming. But that's all I have. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Have you seen this movie? Have you not seen it? Have you seen the original? If you haven't, I recommend you watch the original before you watch the new one. And that is all I have. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.